What's the absolute weirdest date you've ever had? I was invited on a date by a gorgeous woman I met on Tinder. She said her friend was in town and they were going to see a live podcast and invited me with them. It only cost $25 to get in, but when we got there, my date and her friend forgot their cash and asked me to pay, which I did. We got in, I bought both my date and I a drink, and we all sat down. Then, my date and her friend proceed to talk to each other, not involving me in conversation at all. Then, some random guy comes along and sits next to her friend. He introduced himself to me, and I thought he was just being friendly. After the podcast, my date and her friend are still talking to each other and ignoring me. This guy who introduced himself to me is kind of following us and he starts having a conversation with me, which is fine because my date wasn't talking to me at all. It turns out this guy was her friend's date, but I had no idea because no one was saying anything to me. The girls then wanted to meet the guy who was doing the podcast, so we waited in line for a full hour. Of course the girls never said anything to us guys. The girls then started talking to another woman in line and seemed to make a friend. After they got to meet the guy who did the podcast, my date's friend turns to us guys and says, "Well, we think we're going to have a girls' night out now." So our dates and the woman they met just left to go get drinks, their cash just appearing out of thin air. The other guy and I just turned to each other and looked super confused. We then decided to go to a nearby bar for a beer and have a bro date. Long story short, him and I are now best friends.